Life often presents us with situations where people we care about, whether friends, partners, colleagues or family, begin to distance themselves. This emotional distance can be confusing, painful and unsettling, leaving us questioning what went wrong, what we could have done differently, or even our own self-worth. In these moments, it's easy to let emotions like frustration, anxiety or sadness take control, leading us to react impulsively or spiral into negative thought patterns. However, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism offers a practical and powerful framework for navigating these situations with grace, wisdom, and resilience. Stoicism, a school of thought founded in ancient Greece and popularized in Rome by philosophers such as Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, teaches us that we cannot control external events or the actions of others. What we can control, however, is our perception, mindset, and response. When someone distances themselves, Stoicism reminds us that this behavior is ultimately their choice. It is beyond our control, and the key to maintaining inner peace lies in how we choose to react. By focusing on what is within our power, accepting reality as it is, and prioritizing our own character and growth, we can regain emotional clarity and strength in difficult moments. The purpose of this article is to provide you with 7 powerful Stoic moves to master when they distance themselves. These moves are not about changing or controlling the other person's behavior. Instead, they empower you to shift your mindset, regulate your emotions, and cultivate a deeper sense of self-worth and peace. Through principles like acceptance, the dichotomy of control, emotional discipline, and reframing perspective, you can learn to navigate this experience with wisdom rather than emotional turbulence. It's important to remember that their decision to distance themselves does not diminish your value or dictate your happiness. Instead of allowing yourself to be consumed by what you cannot control, you can use this time as an opportunity for self-reflection, growth, and the strengthening of your inner world. After all, as Marcus Aurelius wisely stated, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. By embracing these Stoic principles, you will not only navigate emotional distance with composure, but also emerge as a stronger, wiser, and more resilient version of yourself. Let's explore these 7 powerful Stoic moves to help you master such moments with clarity and confidence. 1. Practice the art of acceptance. Amor fati. One of the most transformative Stoic moves you can make when faced with someone distancing themselves is to embrace the art of acceptance, or what the Stoics call amor fati, the love of fate. This powerful concept urges us to accept everything that happens, not as something to be resisted, but as something to be welcomed. Imagine facing a situation where someone you care about starts pulling away. Naturally, your mind races to blame yourself, to look for signs of rejection, or to desperately try to fix things. But here's the Stoic secret: you don't have to fight it. Instead of battling against reality, you can embrace it, knowing that whatever happens is a part of your unique journey. This doesn't mean you're passive or indifferent. It's about shifting your mindset from, "Why is this happening to me?" to, "What can I learn from this?" Think about it. How often do we get caught up in the urge to change things that are beyond our control? We try to manipulate situations, force outcomes, and even lose our peace in the process. But the Stoics knew better. True peace comes when we stop fighting what life brings and accept it fully. If someone distances themselves, instead of viewing it as a personal failure, see it as a moment to grow. Perhaps this is an opportunity to focus more on yourself, develop new strengths, or learn lessons that would be impossible in your comfort zone. Amor fati is about more than just enduring hardships. It's about loving them, When you love whatever life gives you, including the moments when others step back, you open yourself up to a deeper, more profound sense of inner freedom. You realize that you are not defined by anyone else's actions, but by how you choose to react. Imagine how liberating it feels to say, "I accept this, I embrace this, and I am ready to grow from it." This Stoic practice also helps you break free from emotional dependency. When you stop trying to control or change the behavior of others, you reclaim your own power. You stop being a victim of circumstances and instead become the author of your own story. Acceptance doesn't mean settling for less. It means understanding that life is full of change, and instead of resisting it, you allow it to unfold naturally. Now, here's the exciting part. The next time someone distances themselves, pause and think of amor fati. Ask yourself, what is this teaching me? How can I grow from this? And most importantly, let go of the need for control. Trust that whatever happens is part of your path, and by embracing it, you will find strength. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Have you ever struggled with accepting when someone pulls away? How did you deal with it? Drop a comment below and let me know how practicing acceptance changed your approach to such situations. What could you learn from embracing the moment instead of resisting it? Let's start a conversation and grow together. 2. Focus on your inner citadel. When someone distances themselves, it can feel as if your emotional world is crumbling. Suddenly, you're caught in a storm of thoughts. Did I do something wrong? Logically, why are they pulling away? Zrenia, or what can I do to bring them back? But here's where Stoicism offers a profound solution. Focus on your inner citadel. What is the inner citadel? It's the unshakable fortress within you, the part of your mind and spirit that remains calm, strong, and untouchable no matter what happens in the outside world. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote, "The mind is like a fortress. If it is strong and unyielding, no external event can harm it." When someone distances themselves, it's easy to let their actions dictate your emotions. But the truth is, your strength doesn't come from them, it comes from you. The inner citadel is where your power lies, and the more time you invest in strengthening it, the less you'll be shaken by the behavior of others. Think of it like this. When a storm hits a sturdy castle, the walls don't crumble because the foundation is solid. You need to be that castle. Build your emotional and mental strength so that no matter who steps in or out of your life, you remain centered and unshaken. So, how do you focus on your inner citadel? Start by turning inward. Instead of chasing their validation or trying to fix the situation, shift that energy toward yourself. Rediscover your passions, work on your goals, and invest in self-improvement. This is the perfect time to ask yourself, who am I outside of this relationship or situation? Maybe you've been neglecting personal hobbies, losing touch with your own dreams, or forgetting the joy of your own company. Use this time to reconnect with yourself and become someone you admire. The stronger your inner citadel becomes, the less their distance will affect your peace of mind. Here's a powerful thought. What if their distance is a gift in disguise? Maybe it's nudging you toward becoming a more resilient, independent, and grounded version of yourself. Instead of seeing this moment as a loss, view it as an opportunity to grow. The Stoics teach us that adversity, even in the form of emotional distance, is a chance to build strength and character. The more time you invest in building your inner citadel, the less reliant you'll be on external validation to feel whole. Now, I want you to think about this. What's your inner citadel made of? Is it strong enough to withstand the storms of life, or do you still let external events shake your foundation? Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one thing you'll do today to focus on strengthening yourself? Will you pick up a new skill, return to an old passion, or simply sit in quiet reflection? Let's share ideas and inspire each other to build stronger fortresses within. Remember, the power to stay unshaken lies within you. You are the fortress. You are the citadel. Build it strong, and nothing outside of you will ever break your peace. 3. Apply the dichotomy of control. One of the most liberating lessons in Stoicism, and a game changer when someone distances themselves, is the dichotomy of control. This principle teaches us a simple truth. In life, there are things we can control and things we cannot. It may sound obvious, but think about how often we get caught up worrying about what's out of our hands, especially when someone pulls away. We obsess over why they're distant, replay conversations, and imagine every worst-case scenario. But here's the Stoic move. Let go of what you can't control and focus only on what you can. Let's break it down. Can you control their thoughts, emotions, or actions? Absolutely not. You can't force someone to stay close, explain themselves, or act the way you want them to. But you can control your own response, your mindset, your actions, and how you carry yourself. The Stoics believed that true power lies in mastering these elements of yourself. As Epictetus famously said, "We cannot control what happens to us, but we can control how we respond to what happens." Think of this situation like holding two baskets. In one basket, you have everything you can control: your words, your actions, your focus, your attitude, and your energy. In the other basket are all the things you cannot control: their behavior, their feelings, or their reasons for pulling away. Here's the key. Stop trying to rearrange what's in the second basket. It's wasted energy. Instead, pour all of your focus and strength into what's in the first basket. This shift is not only empowering but incredibly freeing, because it takes the weight off your shoulders. You realize their distance isn't a reflection of you, it's about them. So what can you do? Take back control of your emotional state. Maybe they aren't reaching out, but you can choose to stop checking your phone every 5 minutes. Maybe they're quiet, but you can fill that silence with activities that bring you joy. Journal your thoughts, hit the gym, learn a new skill, or connect with people who lift you up. By focusing on what you can control, you shift from a position of helplessness to one of strength. You become the calm in the storm instead of being tossed around by someone else's actions. Here's a little challenge. Write down 2 lists today. The first list is what I can control, and the second is what I can't control. Be brutally honest with yourself. Are you spending time and energy worrying about things in the second list? Once you've written it all out, let go of the things you can't control and commit to taking action on the things you can. Now, let's take this to the next level. Drop a comment below and share one thing you'll stop trying to control and one thing you will focus on instead. For example, you might say, "I'll stop obsessing over why they're distant, and I'll focus on building my confidence by starting a new hobby." Sharing this not only helps you commit to it, but it might also inspire someone else who's struggling to take control of their life too. Remember this: you are not powerless when someone distances themselves. The dichotomy of control teaches you that while you can't change their behavior, you have complete control over your response. And that's where your true power lies. When you start applying this principle, you'll feel a shift. You'll no longer chase after what's slipping away, because you'll realize you already hold everything you need to thrive. Focus on what's yours to control and let the rest go. It's the ultimate move of strength, freedom, and peace. Respond with reason, not emotion. When someone distances themselves, it's natural to feel a wave of emotions: confusion, sadness, anger, or even desperation. You might feel the urge to react immediately, sending long messages, demanding answers, or overthinking every little detail. But here's where Stoicism offers a powerful move: Respond with reason, not emotion. Instead of letting your feelings control your actions, pause, take a step back, and choose your response wisely. Why? Because emotions, while natural, can cloud your judgment, and impulsive reactions often lead to regret. The Stoics remind us that true strength lies in our ability to stay calm, rational, and in control of ourselves, even when others are pulling away. Picture this: you're standing in a storm of emotions. The easy thing to do is to let the wind carry you away, to react out of hurt, fear, or anger. But imagine if, instead of being tossed around by the storm, you planted yourself firmly like an oak tree, unmoved by the chaos. This is the Stoic way. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You cannot control someone else's choice to distance themselves, but you can control how you respond. And your response will define how you experience the situation. Here's what responding with reason looks like. When you feel the urge to act on your emotions, pause and ask yourself, is this response helping me or hurting me? If someone isn't replying to your messages, sending another emotional text won't bring them closer. It will only make you feel more vulnerable and frustrated. Instead, step back, breathe, and consider. What's the most rational and productive thing I can do right now? Maybe the answer is to give them space, focus on your goals, or redirect your energy towards something positive in your life. You're not ignoring the situation, you're choosing to handle it with wisdom. Responding with reason also means reframing the situation. Ask yourself, is there distance about me, or could it be about them? Sometimes people pull away for reasons that have nothing to do with us. Maybe they're overwhelmed, going through something personal, or figuring out their own path. By removing yourself from the center of the story, you allow yourself to see things more clearly and respond from a place of understanding, not desperation. Here's a powerful exercise you can try. The next time you're faced with an emotionally triggering situation, write down your immediate thoughts and feelings. Don't filter them. Then read them back to yourself and ask, is this how I want to respond, or can I choose a better way? This simple act of reflection can save you from impulsive decisions and help you respond with calm and confidence. Now, let's turn this into action. Drop a comment below and share one situation where you wish you had responded with reason instead of emotion. What did you learn from it? Or share a time when staying calm and rational actually turned a difficult situation around. Your story might inspire someone else to step back and take control of their emotions too. Remember, emotions are like wild horses. They're strong, unpredictable, and can easily pull you in the wrong direction. But with practice, you can hold the reins, calm the chaos, and guide yourself toward reason. The next time someone distances themselves, don't let your emotions control you. Pause, think, and respond like a Stoic, with clarity, strength, and wisdom. Because when you master your response, you take back your power, and no one can take that away from you. 5. Reframe the situation as an opportunity for growth. When someone distances themselves, it's easy to fall into a spiral of negativity. You might think, why is this happening to me? Or, what did I do wrong? But here's where you can flip the script and make a powerful Stoic move. Reframe the situation as an opportunity for growth. Instead of seeing this moment as a setback or rejection, look at it as a chance to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The Stoics believed that every challenge is an opportunity in disguise, and how we perceive a situation shapes our entire experience. As Marcus Aurelius said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. What if their distance isn't a loss but a redirection? Maybe this moment is giving you space to reconnect with yourself. reassess your priorities, or focus on goals you've been neglecting. Think of it like this. When someone pulls away, they're creating an opening, not a void. This is your chance to fill that space with growth, self-improvement, and new opportunities. Perhaps their absence reveals areas of your life where you've become too dependent or where you need to build more self-reliance. Instead of viewing their distance as something that's breaking you, see it as something that's making you a stronger, more independent version of yourself. Here's an exciting way to reframe it. Imagine you're a character in a story, and this moment of distance is a plot twist. What would the hero do? Would they crumble under the weight of rejection, or would they rise, learn, and come back stronger? This is your story. This is your moment to grow, to rediscover your passions, and to prove to yourself that your happiness doesn't depend on anyone else. Start asking yourself, how can I use this situation to grow? What can I learn from it? These powerful questions will shift your mindset from victimhood to empowerment. This mindset shift isn't just inspiring, it's life-changing. When you start viewing challenges as opportunities, you become unstoppable. You'll no longer fear setbacks or emotional distance because you'll know that every moment, even the painful ones, are tools for growth. And here's the truth. Sometimes people distance themselves because they're on their own journey. It's not always about you. That doesn't make you any less worthy or lovable. It simply means it's time for you to focus on your own growth. So here's your challenge for today. Take a moment to reflect on this situation and reframe it. Ask yourself, how is this moment helping me grow? What can I learn from it? Maybe you're learning to let go, to love yourself more, or to focus on your goals. Whatever it is, embrace the lesson. I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below and share how you've turned a difficult situation into an opportunity for growth. Did someone's distance push you to discover a new strength? Did it lead you to a new passion or help you develop more independence? Your story might inspire someone who's struggling to reframe their own experience. Remember this: life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. When someone distances themselves, don't see it as a rejection, see it as an invitation to grow, to evolve, and to step into the most powerful version of yourself. This isn't the end of the story, it's the beginning of a new chapter, and you're the one holding the pen. Use this moment to rise, to learn, and to thrive. 6. Redirect your energy toward what fulfills you. When someone distances themselves, it's tempting to pour all of your energy into figuring them out, why they're pulling away, what they're thinking, or how to win them back. But here's the truth: that energy is yours, and you can choose to redirect it. Instead of draining yourself over things you can't control, make a powerful Stoic move. Shift your energy toward what fulfills you. This is your moment to pour into yourself, your passions, and the areas of your life that light you up from the inside. Imagine the energy you spend overthinking, worrying, or replaying scenarios in your head. Now picture what would happen if you took all of that energy and invested it into becoming a better, stronger, and happier version of yourself. Think about this. When someone pulls away, they're creating space. You can either fill that space with stress and overthinking, or you can fill it with purpose, growth, and joy. Start by reconnecting with what brings you fulfillment. Maybe it's your career goals, your fitness journey, your creativity, or your friendships. Have you been neglecting a dream project? Is there a skill you've been wanting to learn but keep putting off? This is your time to take action. The Stoics believed that fulfillment comes from living in alignment with your values and focusing on what you can control: your growth, your actions, and your purpose. As Seneca said, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it. Don't waste yours chasing what isn't serving you. Here's the magic of redirecting your energy. Not only do you grow stronger, but you also reclaim your sense of worth. When you shift your focus from "why are they pulling away" to "how can I improve my life today?" you remind yourself that you are the source of your own happiness. You stop waiting for someone else to give you value and instead become the person who creates value, someone who radiates confidence, purpose, and fulfillment. And trust me, when you invest in yourself, the world takes notice. This is your chance to rediscover parts of yourself you may have lost. Go on that trip you've been putting off, dive into a passion project, hit the gym and transform your health, or reconnect with old friends. Fulfillment doesn't come from obsessing over someone else's actions. It comes from building a life you're proud of. By focusing on what brings you joy, you'll realize that their distance doesn't define you. It's simply a reminder to pour your energy into things that make you feel alive. Here's something exciting to think about. What's one passion, hobby, or goal you've been neglecting that you can start working on today? Drop a comment below and share how you're going to redirect your energy. Will you start a new fitness challenge, pick up a musical instrument, or dive into a side hustle you've always dreamed of? Let's inspire each other to focus on what truly fulfills us and take back our power. The truth is, when you redirect your energy toward what brings you purpose, you stop chasing people who distance themselves because you're too busy building a life that feels incredible. You become the kind of person who doesn't just react to life, you create it. Remember, energy flows where attention goes, so choose to focus on what makes you better, happier, and stronger. This isn't just a coping mechanism, it's a transformation. And when you transform yourself, you realize that you never needed anyone else to complete you. You were whole all along. 7. Embrace the power of letting go. When someone distances themselves, it's natural to cling tighter. You replay moments, overanalyze their behavior, and hold on to the hope that things will go back to how they were. But here's the truth, and this might be the most powerful Stoic move of all. Embrace the power of letting go. Letting go doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you accept reality as it is, not as you wish it to be. The Stoics teach us that holding on to things we can't control only causes suffering, while true freedom comes from release. Epictetus wisely said, "Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control." Think of your grip like holding on to sand. The tighter you clutch, the more it slips through your fingers. Holding on to someone who is distancing themselves, mentally, emotionally, or physically, only leads to frustration, pain, and exhaustion. Letting go, on the other hand, is like opening your hand. You stop struggling. You allow things to flow naturally. When you release your grip, you create space for peace, for new opportunities, and for people who are willing to show up for you. Here's the beauty of letting go. It's not a loss, it's a gain. You gain clarity, emotional freedom, and a stronger connection with yourself. When you let go of someone who isn't meeting you halfway, you're making room for people and experiences that align with your growth and worth. The Stoics understood that attachment to outcomes we can't control only leads to suffering. By embracing impermanence and learning to let go, we align ourselves with the flow of life. Imagine how freeing it would feel to stop chasing, to stop overthinking, and to stop attaching your happiness to someone else's actions. Here's a mindset shift for you. Letting go doesn't mean giving up. It means choosing yourself. It means recognizing that you can't control someone else's feelings, but you can control how you move forward. By letting go, you're saying, "I trust myself, I trust the journey, and I'm at peace with whatever happens next." That kind of confidence is magnetic. Now, Let's make this real. Take a moment to reflect. What's one thing you need to let go of right now? Is it the need for closure, the fear of being alone, or the belief that their distance reflects your worth? Drop a comment below and share what you're letting go of today, whether it's a thought, a relationship, or an expectation. Let's inspire each other to release what's weighing us down and step into freedom. Remember this, letting go isn't weakness, it's strength. It's you choosing to rise above what you cannot control and finding peace in the process. It's trusting that life has something better in store for you, even if you can't see it yet. As you release what no longer serves you, you reclaim your power, your joy, and your freedom. You become unstoppable, unshakable, and ready to embrace what's truly meant for you. Letting go isn't the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new, stronger chapter. Choose yourself, release the weight, and watch how your life transforms. What are you letting go of today? Let's talk about it in the comments. Conclusion: the power of Stoicism in moving on. Navigating the emotional roller coaster when someone distances themselves can feel like an overwhelming challenge, but Stoicism offers us a powerful blueprint for resilience and personal growth. By embracing the 7 Stoic moves we've explored, focusing on your inner citadel, applying the dichotomy of control, responding with reason, reframing the situation, redirecting your energy, and embracing the power of letting go, you are not just surviving, but thriving in the face of adversity. These moves aren't just theoretical ideas, they are practical tools that, when applied, can help you take back control, regain your peace, and build an even stronger version of yourself. When we understand that we can control our mindset, our responses, and our actions, it becomes clear that no one else has the power to define our worth or our happiness. Whether you're dealing with someone distancing themselves emotionally, physically, or mentally, remember that their actions do not determine your value. By focusing inward and redirecting your energy toward personal growth and fulfillment, you're choosing to prioritize yourself over circumstances you cannot change. Letting go of the need for external validation or closure creates emotional freedom, and suddenly you're not bound by anyone else's choices. Stoicism teaches us that life is full of challenges and obstacles, but these are opportunities in disguise. Every moment of distance can be seen as a chance to grow, to deepen our understanding of ourselves, and to align more closely with our true values. By using these Stoic principles, you transform adversity into an instrument for self-discovery and empowerment. Remember, the power is always within you. The more you focus on your own growth, strength, and emotional independence, the less anyone else's actions can shake your peace. You are your own best ally. As you take these Stoic moves to heart and apply them to your life, you'll notice a shift. You'll become more centered, more resilient, and more confident in navigating life's challenges, whether it's dealing with someone pulling away or any other difficulty you encounter. As we conclude, I encourage you to take the first step today. Choose one of these moves to implement and notice how it transforms your mindset. Let go of what no longer serves you and make room for the strength, peace, and personal growth that are waiting for you. You've got this. Your inner citadel is waiting to be built. Let me know in the comments which move you're going to start with and how it's helping you move forward.